Hey everyone, Mavfada here. Already loaded the game up for game number 2 of the side season we're working on, a keeper league, where we get to keep a couple players from round to round, or from kind of short season to short season. And wanted to make sure the file was set up right because there were some complications with that before I started recording. So this is going to be the team we're going up against, and we are at Steel Stadium. And Barry Bonds is on a boosted day with a bunch of 10s now in batting and fielding, and a boost to Randy Johnson in batting, which could be a power boost, which he's already capable of hitting homers occasionally. On the downside for them is a bad day from Francis in center, just a little bit batting really, and then a little bit for Faye in left field. So all in all, nothing too terribly significant. I'll mostly be trying to hit it down the left field line, take advantage of a little bit of bad day from Faye, and the generally not great arm of Troy at third, or go for homers of course, but don't have a ton of large power hitters on this team. A bit of a boost to Brad Key on the mound. Got the true Faye, Bobby Higginson, Sonia, or Cal Ripken clone of what he would be in 2001. And, alright, no other significant, or no other any recognizable at least, good or bad days on this team. At Steel, we can definitely hide somebody in center field. I'm just not sure who that's going to be yet, because the majority of our team is pretty strong defensively, I would say. I like Susan behind the plate. I'll probably put Mikey in right, so yeah, we'll keep it like this. Yeah, something like that. Looks pretty good for our defense. We might tinker with it, but I think this will get what we want. Nothing was saved from our first game because of the way the file is set up as well, so I'll be alright. I am just going to recreate something like what I think my batting order was. I had Keisha leading off, and then a few of my better like speedsters slash hitters. Probably like Mikey somewhere up in here, and then pretty much all of these folks can hit pretty well. So it's kind of just a matter of setting things up properly, but not in my lineup, but setting things up in terms of getting people on base and then hitting the ball well. I guess I'll be trying to either do squared stance to hit it towards the shallow center field area, or to pull or push from a closed or open stance, depending on the situation at hand, and that will be always the goal, but not always actually working out, of course. Don't really expect to be able to steal on Barry behind the plate, of course, so Randy with a wicked hook, just catching the bottom of the strike zone for the first strike of the bat and game. No way that one is. Yeah, okay. Ball one to Keisha. Got my doing this one in the evening, and have some decaf coffee to put a little pep in my step. Keisha with a grounder right at Troy, which was pretty much what we would have wanted there if she wasn't going to actually make good contact with a line drive swing. I don't actually remember if we're allowed to use grounders or not. I think I'm just gonna pretty much not. Anyways, no, I'm pretty sure we are. But would rather. Susan actually has a pretty solid bat if she can get a hold of it on a line drive swing. Man, Randy is perfectly locating those fastballs on the inside edge of the strike zone. Already down 0-2 and got Susan with that one. That was gross. Susan has a really good vision, but they were just all still really good pitches. I'm going to swing power with Marilyn in this circumstance. She puts a good swing on the ball. Looks like it's going to be a single at least. Kind of weird throw from Faye over to second base. That allowed us to send Keisha over to third and put runners on first and third for Mikey here. We're going to... I know I said I can't steal on Barry, but probably in this situation I would be able to. So Randy's going to tire himself out with a slow-mo. Yeah. Didn't even attempt a throw down to second, so feel better with runners on second and third for Mikey. We're going to get a little wild, 2-0. And we're going to take that pitch. Yeah. Was a strike. Didn't feel like I could do a whole lot with it though. So pretty easy take for Mikey, with being ahead in the count especially. We're taking that one too. Perfect pitch from Randy on the low part of the strike zone. Really would prefer something a bit higher up in the zone. I think Mikey got all of that one. Yeah. Nice swing from Mikey and a unconventional squared stance from him, but it's the right field for it, and we really like to see home run from him and some early scoring in this game. Gives us a 3-0 lead and has all the bases empty for a series of line drive, primarily hitters, but they do have some pop as well. Randy almost fooled me with that one, but I thought it was low, and it was very low as it turns out. I think that one is too. Yep, about the same spot, a little bit higher up. Good pitch from Randy there. If I had been ready, I might have been able to switch over to open and put some good contact on it, but that's alright. Cal just fouls off that one. Now 2-2. I think he's going to get me. Yep. With a nasty hook from Randy. With the not a good eye from Cal, I guess.
I'm knocking this one out of here.
With Bobby, our preference would be not quite that, but might get lucky with the fielders running into each other, and we did. Nobody is covering second base, so a pretty easy, more than double even, from Bobby. Oh, shoot. Well, Bonds gunned it, so did not end up getting to third base safely, and I was not in the right position on the base paths to... I was trying to get him to slide into third. I accidentally turned him around instead. That was a weird play, just where this whole center of the defense kind of converged together. I know I don't really have a need to swing at power at pitches, but that just looked like a good pitch to hit, so went for it with Sonia, but no dice. That's a good swing on that one. Looks, no, right at Faye. So we'll have Chipper and Brad Key, and then back to the top of the lineup for us in the top of the second. We did put our 3 runs on the board and then stalled out a little bit. Randy was pitching very well, as to be expected. Wendy, I think, just hit that one out of the park. Alright, did not really expect that. I know A-Rod, Wendy is a clone of A-Rod, if you were not aware. Knew they have a little bit of power, but thought that was a good enough slow ball for that to not happen. But I now stand corrected. And I guess I'm going to have to take my pitching a little more seriously if we don't want to give up more runs to the AI. This one's probably going to end up a single. Oh, wow. Nice throw from Marilyn McConnell over to Chipper manning first base, and just barely beat out the speedy Courtney Valentino.
This one's called the Brad Ball.
I guess I hopefully can afford to not be too worried about Francis in this game with their batting downgrade. Yeah, should be an easy enough play for Brad Key, and it is. Barry is a little scarier than usual with a 10 in batting. I think he got all that one too. Man, frickin' AI. I don't know, my pitches just aren't quite enough on the corner, or if I am just having some bad luck there, but giving up 2 home runs is not really where we wanted to be at here. Gwen is down 0-2. I'm trying to get her with a high inside heat. And we do, so. Radke's first strikeout, but giving up those 2 solo shots is going to be a problem if that continues. A bit of a coffee break between innings. Chipper Jones at the plate, facing Randy. Mistimed and might have been a ball. Randy's been getting that call on the low part of the zone, though. That one I'm fairly certain was a strike at least, but didn't quite time it up for a fair ball. Got one well above the strike zone for ball 1 there. And a good pitch from Randy. Almost positive it was a strike. Just had to try to make contact. And did make contact, but another foul ball. Another foul ball. A little off on these hooks today, it looks like. That would have been a ball, but just trying to react quickly enough, and did react quickly enough, so we fouled it off again. 1-2 count. Move it the opposite way. And with that bounce off of the right fielder, I don't even remember who's in right field, able to get Chipper to first safely. Ideally here we would actually be able to make contact and pull the ball towards third baseline and send Chipper on like a hit and run to give him a chance to beat the throw. Instead, we're just kind of fouling it off. Would have actually made it to second with the hard throw from Barry just kind of bouncing off the second baseman. Oh, it's Wing Quan. Oh, and Courtney in right field, yeah. So that brings up Keisha with a runner on. She's going to take that one outside the strike zone for ball number 1. And that one we're just taking because it's a crazy ball. And no real purpose to swing at it in that count and situation. Hopefully continues to wear out Randy. Keisha chops that one into the ground. With 2 strikes, well, I think I still am swinging power though. And I think it came through there. Alright, my backyard kids carrying the team early with a first inning home run from Mikey and a second inning home run from Keisha. That's what we like to see. At least making up for the runs that we allowed to the AI. And causing a pitching change already. So Randy is now in center field, and Francis Bluer on the mound. Susan makes good contact. And Wing failed to make the catch coming out from second base. And I might have had a chance to get Susan over to second, but I think with that situation, we'll just accept the error for a single. Good eye from Maryland to take the first pitch for a ball. We are swinging power with her with the runner on. Didn't actually matter. We were able to get Susan all the way to second base in time, which is huge. Francis took a little too long to field that chopper. That means we once again have Mikey up with a couple runners on. He did it again. Mikey Thomas. Home run number 2. Both 3-run home runs. That one went a mile. It cleared the center field wall there. He is showing as a orange good day of some kind that wasn't showing up in his ball rating. 630 feet from Mikey Thomas. You get the whole theme song for that one, Mikey. An impressive blast. Love to see that for this Mariners offense. We already have scored as many runs as we did at home at Dirt Yards. I was talking and not paying attention to the pitch, so took a strike for poor Cal. Put a good swing on that one, and nobody's really going to get there. I think Randy, once he gets to it, will be able to make a good enough throw in. Yeah. Wouldn't have really had a chance to get Cal over to second base there. Being able to hit the ball to center field currently and have a pretty good chance of nobody getting to it is definitely an advantage. Especially with this kind of line drive focused team I have going on. That was lower than I was thinking, but still okay. 1-1 count for Bobby with Cal on first base. And we have Sonia Chipper, up next. So honestly, pretty happy we just draw a walk here with Bobby. Seems the safest way to get on base. Yeah. Full count. Gotta swing if it's close, of course. And instead of swinging, I switched stances and took a strikeout with Bobby. That's alright. Brings up Sonia with a runner on, and Francis with her first strikeout. Yeah, it looked like I could make good contact with it. If I had been sprinting with Cal, I might have even been able to make it, but I would have just brought 2 runners up for Bradkey up with 2 runners on base and 2 outs. Oh wait, no, I brought Chipper. Yeah, I should have been sprinting. Still not aggressive enough with my sprinting sometimes. One of my action items for this extra season, where, especially with the way our tier setup is set up, that was poorly worded. The way our tier setup is structured, the first season doesn't have a huge impact on the final results. We're really just kind of playing our way through to Season 2, where you either qualify for the top 4 and have a chance at the championship of this kind of little side season, or you don't, and just have to play for some semblance of pride in the consolation division. By my estimate, I am more likely to end up in that consolation division, but maybe I'll have a great draft and figure out the right team for me finally and put some wins together. Troy makes pretty good contact. Bobby does get to the ball, but flubs the play. Gets the ball in quickly though, and we get Troy trying to stretch it to a double. A little scared of Randy Johnson in this one with his boost of batting. He's up to an 8. So this could very easily end up being a surprising, but not all that surprising, home run. Or he could still go down on strikes. And he does. Third strikeout for Bradkey, and more importantly, no runs allowed by us in the bottom of the second. So going into the top of the third with an 8-2 lead. Chipper's current role leading off the inning is to just get on base and try to set something up with Bradkey at the bottom. He looks like he did a good job of getting on base. Randy flubbed the throw towards first, made a fine throw into second base though. No real chance to stretch that into a double.
I'll show you a pitcher can hit.
Yeah, you don't hit particularly well, Bradkey, but swinging at that one just saved Chipper from running towards second. Dang it. Once again, not aggressive enough with the sprinting and ended up running into a double play. Be very frustrating, especially if Keisha can drive a second one out of the park. Takes the first pitch, strike, low. And it looks like she indeed drives another one out of the park. Backyard Kids really killing it now. 2 homers each. Fortunately for Keisha, I just haven't been getting the bottom part of my order on base very consistently. And that has left her with, I think, only 3 RBIs to Mikey's 6. And a big whiff from Susan there. Crushes that one out towards left center, and nobody there covering second, so pretty easy double. I think Wendy pretty much ended up fielding that one for Randy. 2 outs, definitely feel like trying for power with Maryland might be the way to go. 2 outs, we're also just going to send them. Barry does flub it, so we get on with the single on a very high hit ball right in front of the plate, and we get a power up swing. I forgot, with Mikey up, that was a very valuable way to just get on base. We're not even going to try to steal, I don't think. I think we might as well. I don't think they're going to throw. They are throwing. Could have made it. I haven't been able to send Susan home even, but no more attempts there. Alright, we now have a tired right fielder joining the tired center fielder. That's a ball. Ooh, no. Nice hook from Courtney, landing in the top inside corner of the strike zone. Did Mikey do it again? Might stay in, but... Oh, I cleared it! Mikey with his third 3-run home run of this ball game. Love to see that. That's probably almost as many as I had with him throughout one whole season early on in my backyard baseball league, like Reddit league career. But I always knew he could mash the ball, and he fit pretty well in complementing all my line drive hitters in this team. And I think as long as Barry fields that, no real chance to beat the throw. But yeah, I was excited to grab Mikey. I think he's been undervalued at points because of his low speed, but has one of the best bats and best arms in the game. And that goes a long ways for certain team constructs, at least. So we have Brad Key. We're just throwing slow balls here to Wing Quan. Not much of a power batter. Does make pretty good contact, and I think he's going to just beat this out for a single with Chipper not staying on first base, unfortunately. Does bring up one of the home run hitters from this game, Wendy, with a runner on this time. I don't know if Wing will try to steal, but I don't think it will work out very well for him if he does. Oh, they do have a power up. Get the out at second, but Wing does make it all the way around to third. On a well-hit screaming line drive from Wendy. Looks like they still have it, and it's gonna end up being a second out from Courtney trying to stretch that into a double. I tried to cut down on the amount of run down she had to do. Never really feel right about extending those if at all possible. Now they do score a run, of course. Wing had plenty of time to head home with the screaming line drive out to left field once again. Apparently that left hook was called the Brad ball, and it's good for strike 2 to Francis. And she strikes out for Brad Key's 4th of the day, and a sick burn after that. 3 runs, 3 hits, and 3 errors for the Rockies so far. And 12 runs on the board for us in this 12-3 ball game. Now halfway through. And yeah. We are back in action here. Sorry for that pause. I think the ball's going off here to right field somewhere. I've been away from the computer for a little bit. And let's see how this turns out. Looks like a pretty good hit with tired Francis out in right field. And a first throw in. And a triple for Bobby is how it turns out. Well done from him. And looks like if we can keep peppering this right side of the outfield with line drives, we'll get a lot of people on base. And with that in mind, we are taking that high inside pitch for strike 1. Sonia rips it over there. Perfect placement. It would have been a close play at second, but Wing flubbed the ball. And so a double for Sonia. RBI double even. Bringing up Chipper Jones. And I didn't want to swing at that one, so it's going to take it just in case it was a ball. It was not. I'm taking that one too, and just have to really be ready for anything now. Good job by Chipper just to foul that one off. Not entirely sure that it was a strike, but it was too close to take with 2 strikes on him. That one gets popped up towards center. Looks like only Wendy's going for it, so pretty easy out there, unfortunately. Bringing up Mr. Brad Radke with runner on second and 1 out in the inning. Brad has been struggling so far. Really need him to get a grounder down, preferably this left field line. Yeah, it's a bit too much of a reach from the open stance. Quick 0-2 count on him as well. Does a good job and pulls that one that way. No play made on him. And we're able to put runners on first and second for Keisha Phillips, who has managed 2 home runs so far. Some argument for just line driving towards right center field again, but I think with 2, or I guess there's only 1 out. Yeah. If we get to 2 strikes, I'll switch to the line drive swing. Nope, that's what we were looking for. And Keisha, with her 3rd home run of the day, gets a 3-run home run this time. It just needs a grand slam to complete a unofficial home run cycle. And that will put us up 16-3 here. In the top of the 4th, still with just 1 out in the inning. And, you know, this is what I was trying to accomplish with this team, so it feels good for it to be paying off in this one. I'll sit here and open, hoping she'll throw it there. Not quite, but still nice placement from Susan. Well, that throw from Troy, yeah, still really nowhere for her to go towards third. But a solid double for Susan. And they've taken Barry Bonds out from behind the plate, putting Courtney back there. I don't remember how strong Courtney's arm is. I'm not going to test it right in this situation, but something to keep in mind. As Maryland pops that one up right at the first baseman, unfortunately. Was obviously hoping to once again get that ball out into right field. Looked like a good pitch to hit as well. But would have rather had two runners on for Mikey once again. Mikey grounds that open stance swing right at Barry, and they're able to make the play at first. So finally, a failed at bat from Mikey. Not a great pitch to hit on that inside hook, probably. So could have waited, but that's all right. We're now going to the bottom of the fourth with our 16-3 lead, facing Barry Bonds. Tries to bunt on the first pitch, does not do so successfully. Tries to bunt at the second pitch as well. And after two failed bunts, we get him with a right hook inside for strikeout number 5. Bringing up Gwen Sears, the Cliff Floyd clone. Takes a slow ball right on the edge of the strike zone for strike 1. And a right hook on the low and outside edge of the strike zone for strike 2. And a heat high and inside, and she whiffs at that one. Strikeout number 6 for Bradkey. Bringing up Faye Dawson, who struck out her last time up. No extra juice anywhere, unfortunately, but hopefully that won't come into play. Bradkey's stamina has been pretty high in this one anyways. And a little grounder from Faye. Shouldn't be a problem for Susan throwing the chipper, and it was not. So no more runs allowed to the Rockies there. Go into the 5th with our 16-3 lead still intact. I don't know if these outfielders are starting to recover their stamina yet. Kyle rips it right at Wendy, and she flubs it, and that gives us enough time to sprint a little bit and get Kyle to first base safely. Getting pretty good pitches to hit, but probably still need to be laying off of them to pretty good throw from Courtney. Yeah. Would have made it with that field catch from Wendy, but that's okay. I'm just looking for a good pitch to hit here with Bobby. That looked like one. That might even be out. Aha, off the edge of the roof. Just a single for Bobby. Bringing up Sonia Hagen. I don't know. With 2 on, I think we're swinging power here. Taking that pitch for ball 1. We're taking that one too, yeah. Was a strike, but not a great pitch to hit generally. ball. Oh, wow. Nice pitch from Barry. Caught the very bottom of the strike zone. Yikes. Ooh. Sonia's high vision paying off there. That one could be trouble. I'll mostly end up working out. A little sacrifice from Sonia ultimately. Barry was scary coming off the mound there. We're swinging in power with Chipper here. And also just taking that pitch. I think if I had had the timing right on that one, I could have seen another home run, but not quite. Instead, we get a little grounder to Barry. He's able to make the play over at first in time. Batting around to Brad Key again. Needs to hit a grounder far enough. Dang it. I just wore him out for no reason. Not even getting him there. Actually, didn't use up my stamina. But I was really trying to load the bases for Keisha, but no runs on that in that inning. Nice catch from Sonia out in center field, though, on the first pitch swing. Randy fouls off the first pitch thrown to him for strike one. Watches a left hook come into the strike zone for strike two. And whiffs at a high and inside right hook for strike three. Still have all these dang power-up pitches, so no chance to get more juice. But Brad Key will probably not be coming up next inning. To the plate, I mean, since he made the last out in this past inning. So hopefully it won't end up mattering all that much. Keisha has been looking like the greatest so far today. She does it again, too. Really wish she had been able to come up with runners on, but can't do much about that with her fourth home run of the game. Really likes that short porch here at Steele. There's been a lot of squared power swings for those home runs. And that puts us up 17-3. Susan looks at a pitch inside for ball one. Up to 3 for 4 on the day. It's that one in a really nice spot out in right field. And got her all the way around to third there. So the runner on third, no outs for Maryland. And take that one for ball one. That one might have been a ball. Looked like a good pitch to hit, but Wendy makes the play, and I got Susan thrown out at home. It's going to feel stupid if Mikey hits a home run here. I thought I had time to tag up and get home, but the strong arms of Wendy and Barry did me in, as Mikey does indeed hit his fourth home run of the game, pairing with Keisha. And Might be some costly missed runs there, considering that. But still nice swing from Mikey, not to take anything away from him, and gives us an 18-3 lead. I don't actually remember Cal's power contact distribution, but we're going to try it, and it looks like that's going to end our chances here, and it does. So going to be 18 runs on the board for us, and we shall see if I give up any more here. Hopefully not.
You can't hit. So wing.
Turning the favor, Maryland catches a line drive from Wendy.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder. Hey, batter, batter, batter.
Courtney watches a slow ball go by for strike one.
Hey, batter, batter, batter.
And crushes, but I don't think out. One out to left field. With Bobby's fall there, though, it's going to be a double for Courtney. Very nice swing from her. That gone to like dead center. I think it would have been just completely out.
Hey, batter, batter, batter.
Bringing up Frances Bluer on her bad day.
Hey, man.
Hopefully you won't be able to do too much damage here. They still have a power-up. That one right at Bobby, and he does stop it with his body, but not going to be more than able to catch it as a screaming line drive, and not nearly enough time to get the ball home to beat Courtney running from second. So unfortunate RBI single there with the power-up swing.
Here comes some home cooking.
Hopefully they don't have any more for Barry here. Ooh, thought that one was going to be a ball, but a nice pitch from Bradkey for strike two. Barry fouls off some heat, low and away. Throw a slow ball inside. Just trying to get lucky and hit the strike zone. Obviously it did not. That one missed too. It's just not quite enough stamina for accurate pitches right now. As we now go to a full count on Barry. And I think I'm going to have to bring somebody else in to pitch. Went through this last game where I just don't really have all that many other pitchers, but I guess it's going to be Sonia. She has a good one or the other hook. Barry fouls it off to still stay in there. Good heat. No. Good slow ball. No. Really just right hooks. All right. Dang it. Missed high and inside, so walk. That doesn't happen all that often in a user-controlled game, I don't think. I'll bring up Gwen Sears with 2 on. And I still have a freaking power-up. Undergrounder this time. It's not prepared, and Bobby fielded it perfectly. So, thanks to that, I was able to get the ball in, and no runs allowed at least. If they have more, we're going to be in trouble though. With the bases loaded now. Hopefully that was the last one that she just whiffed at. Fouls that one off to stay in the at-bat. Just trying to get lucky with the heat, but just missed inside. Throw the ball home! Alright. Whew. I didn't know what Chipper was trying to do there. Probably could have. I was trying to figure out a way to turn 2 somehow, but really wanted to make sure we got the out at home. Yeah, we did do that. Still bases loaded, now with 2 outs. Sonia sticking with her trusty right hook here. Troy does make good contact, but we got the ball home in time to retire. Barry charging home and end the game there. So a 18-4 victory for the Baltimore Mariners over the Little Rockies. And that will do it for us today. And I'm going to get our crash screen when I click the forward arrow. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.